Welcome to Redhound Football. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. I'm Randy McCard, along with my son Josh, and our cameraman Jason Snell. And we're at Campbell Field for tonight's game between the Redhounds and the South Laurel Cardinals. This is game number 4 on the schedule for the Redhounds. Redhounds last week taking care of business up at London, I should say, at North Laurel High School, as they win over the Jaguars. And tonight we get the second half of the Laurel County rivalry as we welcome in the Cardinals. This is a huge rival game right here. I'd say this is our biggest rival. You know, in years past, of course, we have traditional rivals in Somerset, Middlesboro. We don't play them right now, but Bell County. But, Josh, it's like we talked last week. Anytime, just about anybody in the area that we play is a rivalry game, whether we recognize it as that. But this one here, of course, part of the city of Corbin lays in Laurel County, and they're the closest one to us that we play, and it's just a natural rivalry. So the Redhounds with a 2-1 record coming in against the Cardinals 0-4. Now, the question I have is this, and I'll get your opinion. Can the Cardinals compete with the Redhounds tonight?
No. No, it might surprise some people. I know everybody's going to know the score of this game before they see us. Their quarterback did phenomenal last week. 328 yards.
That's Joe Boggs.
Passing, Joe Boggs, who's a junior, got his first start against Clay County. 328 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. My view on that is this is only going to be a second start, and he's coming to Campbell Field. I just see the pressure mounting on him tonight. He had the home crowd behind him last week. A Clay County team we don't know a lot about. Beginning of the year, you know, the Knox Central game, real low-scoring game. They didn't score a lot. Their defense played good, but what does Knox Central do? They run the ball.
Yeah.
I just really don't think that the quarterback can come in here and throw all over Corbin like he did last week at Clay County. And I really, you know, we got that triple-headed monster in the backfield, and I think it's just going to be way too much for the Cardinals tonight. Should be a good game early on, but I really think the Redhounds are going to pull this one out in big fashion.
Okay, the Redhounds, and you've looked at the stats. I've sort of handed that to you. You did that last year, tried to study the stats. I'm letting you take care of that, so let's talk. In looking at the Redhounds, we've really, and you mentioned this to me, you know, we have really not rushed for that much yardage. And our passing game, you know, we had 2 touchdowns thrown last week that got called back because of penalties, but the strength of our team is going to be the rushing game, and we've not been able to put the kind of yardage up that we'd like. Is that because we played one strong 4A team called Boyle County? Is that why the stats are down somewhat?
Well, you know, that's going to hurt the stats, no doubt. You know, what did we score that game? 10 points. You know, that takes a toll on a team, but you look back at this North Laurel team, we got the same South Laurel team here tonight that North Laurel beat 20-17. The quarterback didn't play. Give or take, the weapons are still on the field without the quarterback. I think the South really just found something last week in that defense that they were able to shred. The Redhounds, look at the Redhounds, we played North Laurel last week, and we complained it was a boring game, you know, 3-0 at halftime. I was pretty impressed with North Laurel's defense.
Yeah.
They had a good defense. For what we do, we run the ball. They stopped the run. And for the most part of the game, they was able to keep us out of the end zone. You know, we pulled out the 24-6 win, broke a few good runs, made some plays on special teams. I just really think that this South Laurel defense is going to have a hard time containing us. The Bull County game, you look at it, yeah, we didn't have much going on at all. But you look at Harlan, your first game of the year, we just blew it wide open. You know, we had a freshman that rushed for 68 yards in that game, Kai Jackson, and that was early on in the second half. I just don't see South having the rushing defense that any of the teams we've faced. You know, I really don't see their defense how it could be much better than Harlan's.
Well, the thing about South Laurel, we know that Joe Boggs is getting his second start. Tyler Vaughn is their go-to guy in every situation. He was quarterbacking, and they decided they needed to make a change to let him run the ball more. So he's the big play threat that they have. And we know this also. We know that North Laurel had South down big, and they made a comeback. Then last week, Clay County, South Laurel's up at half, and then they get taken down in the second half. But the thing is, too, they score points. So I think really it's going to be a challenge for our defense.
Yeah, it's going to be early on. I think if the Redhounds come out and shut the door early, I don't think they're going to have a problem defensively. We've got great speed on the defensive side. We've only gave up 202 passing yards. Counting Bull County.
Yeah.
Counting a Bull County team that can do anything they want. We've only given up that many yards passing. Another thing to look at with South, Vaughn is the go-to guy. That's who they're going to rely on. He was beat up a little bit last week, a little bit of an injury, nothing too major, but it's going to be a mental game here tonight. Second start for the kid. Just a team with a lot of questions. You talked about North had the big lead. That's a rival game.
Yes.
It's expected to be like that. It wasn't expected to be 20-0. Whether one of them teams, if South won that game and that was the only game they won that year, it was going to be a good game because of the rival. Clay County's sort of the same thing. They got the border rival over there, so they stepped it up, had the new kid in there. I would imagine that he started off real well. They were up 28-27, so he built confidence. Redhound shut the door on the confidence early here. I just don't see it being a problem.
Well, as we're about 20 minutes from kickoff here, there's a lot of fans already down here, and I wondered what kind of crowd they would bring because they're 0-4. And I think my answer so far, it looks like that, yes, they're going to bring a big crowd, and they've not gave up on their Cardinals. So it's a big rivalry game. I think it's going to be a real interesting ball game. Look for a lot of scoring.
Yeah.
So we'll take a break now as we've got our pregame out of the way, and when we come back, we'll have the coin toss and the kick. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Welcome to Redhound Football. Once again, we're back at Campbell Field, and we've got the captain's meeting at the midfield out there. Matthew Taylor for the Redhounds, along with Brady Foley, Nick Cowington, and Saxon Okuma. And
for the Cardinals, we got number 17, Luke Williams, number 35, Jordan Elliott, number 55, Brandon Lee, and number 61, Logan Adams.
So you see immediately a difference in philosophies. The Redhounds have their helmets on and strapped up, ready to go, and the Cardinals are out there without their headgear, naked heads. Well, Josh, who won that coin toss? They deferred, as always. Redhounds will receive. So I take it that the Cardinals won the coin toss and deferred. So, Josh, real quick, we're going to mention this one time and one time only, I hope, but these teams, bitter rivals, back when fall camp was getting ready to start, back in July, had passing scrimmage up at South Laurel, and there was a skirmish on the field of play. So, just to put an exclamation point on what kind of rivalry we've got here. And look at the band. They are decked out tonight as the Redhounds come down through the spirit line.
We're dressed up in black and red, though. I don't get that.
I don't understand
the dance
that
team wore black and red, too, in their little dance.
Here, let's watch it. Let's see
What are they going to do? They're coming right out on the sea.
Oh, boy.
Oh, tell you see the Corbin players have their backs turned. I hope they see this.
Oh, I think they're going to take notice of that.
Yeah, if I'm a South Laurel coach and I'm 0-4, I don't let that happen.
Well,
that's classless, first of all.
I think this is setting a bad tone for this game.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, you just mentioned the little scrap they had in the fall camp. I hope it don't come to anything like that, but that's things we worry about. Not only, people fight and get thrown out of the games, injuries, things like that could happen. We want to stay away from that tonight.
If I'm a South Laurel fan, I like it.
Yeah.
But being a Corbin fan, I don't like it. And reminiscent, Josh, years ago, me and you went to a football game down at Knoxville, watched Tennessee, Georgia play. Georgia came out, and they did that. They got out there on the big power tee at midfield, and they did that exact thing. And remember, the Vols handed it to them.
Yeah, they got their butts beat.
But I tell you, I like the atmosphere here tonight.
Jason's called a kickoff return. Yeah, it's a good atmosphere. The crowd's a little low on both sides.
Yeah, but it's a good crowd, and the crowd that's here on the south side is going to be loud.
Yep.
At least starting out, they're loud.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But they're fired up for this game, and I like that.
Yeah, I do.
This is a lot better than what we saw at North last night. So if between fan bases, this one has North beat all to pieces.
Oh yeah, definitely already. There, you can feel it in the atmosphere. You know, you can see it in warm-ups. These kids are jacked up and ready to play some ball.
Matthew Taylor and Mitchell Frederick deep for the Redhounds.
It's Jeff Poston for the
and
Cardinals.
It's over Frederick's head into the end zone. Touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 Redhounds at the 20-yard line. So we're underway. Again, this is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy McCarg, Josh McCarg, and Jason Snell with you.
Well, we got some predictions in. You want to run over them real fast?
Well, we usually didn't used to do that, but I think that'd be okay if you want to.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of excitement here.
We'll see
I
how
figure we might need to work it in real fast.
How close we come.
Well, you went 48-28, Corbin. I went 52-14, Corbin. Jason went 42-21, Corbin. And Coach Mark Payne over here went 34-20, Corbin. Got a few more for you.
Roman Mitchell under center. That's Frederick in motion, and handoff goes to Matthew Taylor. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45-yard line.
Wow.
First down, Redhounds. Move the chains.
25-yard run to start the evening.
So a big run off the left side for Matthew Taylor. Redhounds move the chains quickly. And that's a good way for to start this game.
Yeah, thank you for stomping on RC.
Yeah.
you gave the boys a little bit more fire than they had in them already.
Well, I think it was already going to be, I expected a real barn burner here, and that just added fuel to the fire. There's the pitch to Matthew Taylor. He works the right side. 45, 50, down 45.
He's going to be around the 40-yard line.
Another first down.
42-yard line.
2 plays, 2 first downs, and the Redhounds are moving the chains. So good start for the Redhounds as they're moving downfield.
Brady Foley in the back.
Ball on the ground. You got to do better than that.
Yeah, you got to get your center quarterback exchange down. That's an everyday part of practice. I mean, that's nothing out of the ordinary. It happens every play.
Yeah.
You can't lose the ball doing that.
Yeah, exactly right. So they lose a yard, 2nd and 11. .10:34 mark just underway. First quarter of action from Campbell Field. Redhounds in the Cardinals. He turns, handoff to Foley. 40, 35, down to about the 38. A nice run by Foley, and should have been good for another Redhound first down.
They gave him the 33, so that's going to be about a 9-yard gain for Foley.
Yeah, excuse me there. That was the 33, not the 38. So he's a yard shy. 3rd and 1 now. Good situation for the Redhounds.
You know, this goes back. This is what the Redhounds needed to do. The running game is their strength. They've came out, ran the ball now 3 times, and already got 47 yards on this drive this quickly to start the game off.
And we just could not get the running game going last week against North Law. Attribute some of that to a good defense, but also I think the Redhounds were still sluggish after the Boyle game.
Yeah.
That's Foley, and this time he's in the backfield. He keeps his legs turning, and he gets the first down. As he'll be down to about the 31-yard line, I think. And it'll be first down, Redhounds. Move the chains. So the Redhounds have come out on fire. Have the rushing game cranked up. 9:30, clock running. In this first quarter of action. Redhounds to the line. That's Josh Jewell down here to the near side, split out here to the near side. That's Frederick in motion. And Mitchell turns and hands it off. That's Matthew Taylor down inside the 25 to the 24. Going off right tackle. And good yardage on that first down play as he picks up about, what, 7?
7.
Be 2nd and 3 now for the Redhounds. Redhounds off to a fast start, Josh.
Yeah, this is a great thing about this, too. South Laurel is a passing team. They're going to throw the ball. The best thing we can do is eat up the clock and keep their offense off the field.
Right. I agree. Well, Mitchell goes under center now. He's got number 2, Frederick, split out to the left, to the right. That's Josh Jewell. That's Brady Foley. And he's going to be met out there, and he's going to be stopped. Let's see where they mark that one.
It's like he lost a yard.
So 3rd and what, about 4?
Yeah.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line now. So big 3rd down play here for the Redhounds. Frederick comes to the near side. Josh Jewell out to the far side. Set up in an I. Turns, hands, Foley following his blocks down to about the 20.
It's going to be close to a first down. He kept driving. I thought he went down before he got to the 20, and that pile was moving.
Yeah. Looks like he's got first down yardage.
If they give him the 21, that's going to be close enough for a measurement. They're saying 4th.
Oh.
If I'm Steve Jewell here, I'm probably going to call for a measurement, see exactly what I got to get.
I don't know if they got a good spot on that.
No, I really thought he got closer to the 20-yard line.
I did too.
And that first down marker's right at the 21.
Well, they have a field goal kicker, but it don't look like it was even a thought to the coaching staff as Mitchell brings the troops to the line, and he's got it easily as he goes right over center, and he's down near the 15, down to about, what, the 16? Is that where they're going to mark it? So another Redhound first down, and the Redhounds moving the chains, methodically moving downfield on this march to the end zone. 1st and 10 Redhounds on the 17-yard line. They go out of the I. Receivers left and right. And again, it's Foley off the right side this time, and he goes for short yardage. He gets inside the 15. We'll see what kind of spot they get.
About 3 yards right there. If you're just joining us, the Redhounds got this drive started on a touchback. So we drove from the 20-yard line, running the ball down inside their 15 now. So this is a real good drive for the Redhounds to start the game. 5.5 minutes off the clock already.
Yet to throw a pass. It's all been on the ground. Number 4 for the Redhounds. Out here, Kopic. Mitchell's going to go down. Sack. Couldn't handle the snap. Now brings up a 3rd and long for the Redhounds.
And I can't get a number on that guy from South who got the sack.
I believe it was number 8.
Number 8?
I believe.
That'd be Jeremy Purchard.
Is it 8 or a 6? I think, yeah, number 8 here.
The high snap, though, is what really killed that play. As soon as he had to reach up and get that ball, then he has to go back, plant his foot, find his receivers, just killed the play.
3rd down and 15 now for the Redhounds. Ball on the 23-yard line. Mitchell goes under center. Everybody in tight. He drops back this time to pass. He's getting some pressure. He's got a man wide open down. Intercepted. At the 1.
Number 21, Jason Mitchell for the Cardinals, picks it off at the 2-yard line.
Well, I tell you, he has a tendency to float the ball. A little much error under that.
That's Frederick's 4th pick on the year. And I believe.
So the ball's marked on the 2-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. And, boy, a nice drive by the Redhounds goes by the boards. And it's 5:13 mark. Now the Cardinals go on the attack. And they have the same type of offense they've had for years. They've got receivers left and right, 2 of them. Joe Boggs, the quarterback, and he hits his Well, he had hit him, and the ball's dropped.
Yeah, that was Boggs. He was throwing to the guy who just got the pick, number 21, Jason Mitchell. Jason Mitchell, I got here, he's a sophomore. That was dangerous. That was a dangerous drop. He had a Redhound right in front of him. I didn't see who it was. That ball came right at him.
Hit him in the hands.
Yeah.
And so he dropped it.
He comes off the field.
2nd down and 10. Still ball on the 2-yard line.
Number 3, Wes Tipton out here to the closest side to us linebacker. That should be on the Cardinals. But they're saying it's on the Redhounds.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I mean, he didn't touch nobody. He took one step, came back.
My understanding of the rule is as long as you don't touch anybody and you get back before they snap the ball. So it's different from college. Okay, yeah. Coach Mark Kane filled us in. It's different than college. So in college, you can cross into the neutral zone. As long as you get back before you've touched anybody or the ball snapped, you're good to go.
And this time they tried on the ground, and they pick up a couple.
Number 7, Matt Jewell in on the tackle with somebody else. It looked like Nick Howington in there, number 60 for the Redhounds.
I'm looking. Do you see Vaughn in there?
No, he's right over here on the sideline. Right by the coach. Tyler Vaughn, of course, is their big threat for offense. 366 rushing yards on the year for the Cardinals.
3rd down and 3. Ball on the 9-yard line. They'll try.
Nowhere.
Good defense by the Redhounds.
Yeah.
Saxon Okuma and trying to pick that number up over there. West Timpton, number 3.
And number 56, that's Cody Harp, correct?
I believe.
Back of that one. Yeah, Cody Harp.
So the Redhounds hold 4th down, and it looks like, the board says 5, 4th and 5. Ball on the 7. So big play right here. And I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't put nothing past
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. Every time I line out up there, I'm ready for anything, including the fake.
Yep. Even with them in their own end zone punting. This one's going to go to Matthew Taylor, and he waves for a fair catch at the 34, 33-yard line. That's where the Redhounds will go to work, 1st and 10. So excellent field position. Even though, we had the interception down there after that long drive to the 2, the Redhounds hold, and they come out with good field position.
Yeah, and what you saw there, the South Rock finally said, we better stop them on the run, and they sort of stalled out our running drive, and we had to throw the ball, and they made the big play. So let's see what the Redhounds can do here with a much shorter field than we started the game with.
Yeah. Redhounds had that rushing attack rolling until they hit down there inside the red zone, and then everything just sort of like hitting the wall for them. This is Jewell split out here to the near side. Pressure, and he's going to be sacked, a huge sack. And all the way back to the 45-yard line. Well, I'm going to tell you, I
disagree with the play call, and if I see that's where you're going, why do you come out and throw the ball on 1st down after we move the ball so well running?
Well, I was going to be a little critical of the quarterback. Roman is going to have to be more aware of what's happening out here.
Yeah, you gotta read the defense before he snaps the ball, and that guy came free immediately.
He's got 3 receivers. He's looking to throw again, and he tosses it up there, and Cobb's got it! And he's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Redhounds. Roman Mitchell. Well, that play worked to perfection, and the Redhounds go in from the 41-yard line on a TD pass. Mitchell to Kopic. Now, I thought Roman had put just a little much on it, but Kopic runs under it and put down 6 for the Redhounds. 6-0 now at the 2:49 mark.
Saxon Okuma on for the extra point for the
Okuma
Redhounds.
on for the extra point, and Josh Jewell does set the ball, and he puts it down, and it's up and good.
Money!
Josh is nicknamed Saxon Money, as he's been accurate.
Perfect over here.
Yep. So, 2:49 mark, first quarter. The Redhounds are on the board, 7-0 over the Cardinals. Let's take a break, and we'll have the kick in a moment. Back to action. Redhound football. Brought to you by Redhound Productions. And at the 2:49 mark of the first quarter, Roman Mitchell hit Josh Kopic on a 41-yard touchdown strike. And the Redhounds are up 7-0 with Saxon Okuma's extra point. So Mitchell moves on the ball and kick. It's fielded at the 15, 20. 25. Out to about the 27, 28-yard line.
That was number 42, Donnie Mills, the freshman on the tackle.
Mills.
Big play for the freshman.
So the Cardinals go to work on the 29 is where they spot it, where it'll be 1st and 10.
Well, they got a little bit more room to work with now. They're not
pinned up against the goal line, are they?
Yeah, they're not in that 2-point danger zone, so I'm really interested to see what this offense is going to be able to do against the Redhounds. They're going to have a lot better opportunity here to spread it out.
Well, he goes with 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side here. And it looks like Tyler Vaughn is in now, isn't he?
Yeah. No.
Nope, that's not him.
I saw the SL on the shoulder.
There's a snap. Boggs drops back, throws. He hits his receiver out here. And he's at about, what, the 37?
Yep.
And, you know,
that's Matthew Taylor on the tackle for the
Redhounds. That's the thing about this type of offense. You know, they're not looking for a home run on every play. They're looking to move the chains.
Yeah, it's a threat every play, but you got 5 receivers out there at all times. He's got a lot of options.
Yep.
And it can be pretty frustrating being on a defense going against this type of offense. There's a lot of running involved, you know.
Well, speaking of Joe Boggs, he had put up some good stats there last week.
It's a draw play.
And it works. They get the first down yardage out to about the 44, 45-yard line. And South Laurel will have first down.
And that was number 5, Tyler Vaughn on the carry.
So Vaughn was in on that play. Yep, and he comes out. So you think they're going to be sort of cautious with him is what it appears to me.
Yeah, they got him in there and
starting
let him get the first down. And
looks like he's going to be in and out. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. From the 45. And
wow.
Nothing.
Well, he looked bad at first. I saw them red jerseys fly by the ball, but
he was fortunate to, I'm like you, they were flying by. They should have had him nailed for a loss.
Yeah, but as many as were in the backfield were waiting at the line to meet him right there, so they're going to get nothing on that play.
2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. As we're nearing the 1-minute mark in the first quarter of play. Second down play. And who is that? Okay, it's hard to make the numbers out on these jerseys of theirs.
Souths.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he led that guy a little bit too far on that pass. He had a lot of pressure on him.
3rd and 9.
This would be huge for the Redhounds to have a stand here. 7-0 game. First quarter's almost gone, but to be able to hold them twice would be great.
Yeah, it would. Be a good way to start this game out. So big 3rd down play for the Redhound defense. Receivers everywhere. Out of the shotgun as always. And boy.
Got the offense to move.
Well, the Redhounds are pointing to the Cardinals, and they may be right this time, mightn't they?
Yeah, well, this ref over here on our side is pointing at Corbin again. You can't draw an offense, but when a guy moves that much and the play's so bang-bang. I don't agree with that. That was so bang-bang it happened both at the same time. I don't see how you can put that against the defense.
So it moves it up to the 50 where it'll be 3rd and 5. So the Redhounds are going to have to
they better be watching for that draw play again.
Disciplined here.
I can't see if Vaughn's in or not, but that worked like a charm last time.
He is in.
Yep.
And there's the pass, incomplete.
Yeah, that was uncatchable.
So the Redhounds hold, and what is an apparent punting situation.
I see a lot of new guys coming on the field, but they could be coming in with a different play in their mind than punting the ball away.
Yeah, I really, for all the trouble that they've had, they're 0-4, and I mean, they've just, the way their season's gone, and they're desperate for a win, I'm sure. I just would expect them to pull out all the stops here tonight. But they'll punt it away this time. And that's Matthew Taylor at the 20-yard line, or 21. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redhounds there with 45 seconds left on the clock here in this first quarter of play.
Just about a 30-yard punt right there. Really worked out good for the Redhounds. Out past the 20-yard line. Plenty of room to work and run our offense. We saw them trying to pass the ball a little bit the last time on the field, so if we were to move back a little bit, we've got room back there to not worry.
I can't help but feel with the passing game, it's sort of like a game of Russian roulette. Either the bullet's there or it's not.
Well,
Bailey split out here to the near side, number 17. 3 backs behind the quarterback. That's Roman Mitchell as he goes under center and he turns. Go off the left side. That's Brady Foley out to the 25 and out near the 30-yard line and close to first down yardage.
He got a good hit late on there, the first guy, and he just kept going with it and moved forward another yard or so.
So he's close to the 30. A little slow to get up.
Looks like they had a little. Well, it was a hard hit. I didn't see if it was helmet to helmet or anything, but it was that first initial hit was a pretty hard one.
7-0 Redhounds. 16 seconds on the clock. Redhounds might get one more play off. Looks like they're just going to let the clock run out. So that's going to end the first quarter of action, this big rivalry game between the Redhounds and the Cardinals. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 7-0 Redhounds over South Laurel. We take our break, and we'll be back with second quarter action. Back to action. This is second quarter now as we get ready to go with the Redhounds up 7-0 on the Cardinals from South Laurel. And the Redhounds with the ball. Second down and about 2. There's the snap and 30. 35 out across 35 near the 40-yard line. That's Matthew Taylor.
Good 10-yard gain there by Taylor.
Good carry.
That's just good hard run. That's what the Redhounds need. Just need to keep pounding and pounding and wear this defense down. Yeah, they have gave up quite a few points. I've got their results from their previous 4 games here. We'll go over in a little bit.
I won't mention, I know that this is on tape and everything, but, I think a good thing that we're doing here tonight, they're down in front of us going through the crowd taking donations. We play George Rogers Clark here in a few weeks, and, of course, most people would know that they had a young man that played on their football team that was killed in a car accident, and they're going to give this money a donation, a gift to the mother of that young man to help offset expenses. And I think that's a great thing that Redhound Varsity Club is doing.
Yeah, that's a real nice thing, because that's nothing that's really going to touch anybody down here. But that shows a lot of class. That's a real nice thing to do. George Rogers Clark's that's our next home game. So when they come down there, I'm sure that that mother and that whole school will be very appreciative for what they're doing here tonight.
Yep. Well, second down for the Redhounds. Tommy Bailey here to the near side. And 3 backs behind Roman Mitchell. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 41. And nothing doing there. So third down. Well, they've slowed down the Redhound rushing attack. The Redhounds came out of the gate like a thoroughbred. And the rushing attack now resembles that more of a Shetland pony. They've solved the problem that was before them there, at least temporarily. I look for the Redhounds to get it on track again. Bailey again split out to the far side this time. Matthew Taylor, right side, pitches, hits him. Foley out to the 50,
look at
45, 40, 1 man to beat, lowers his head.
Trucks over him.
Down to what, about the 35-yard line? Big run right there. Nice play by the Redhounds. Matthew Taylor pitching it off to Foley.
25-yard gain for the Redhounds.
Big play. So Corbin moving the ball, moving the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 34-yard line in South Laurel territory. Mitchell has 2 receivers. That's Taylor and Bailey here to the near side. And that was Brady Foley jumping over the line for a yard.
They say never leave the ground in football. Don't leave the ground, but
and he's lost his helmet.
He just jumped right over the line of scrimmage to get the yardage.
Showing his athletic ability. I mean, put a cape on.
It's Michael Bush-esque.
Unfortunately, it didn't go for much.
No.
But a great effort nonetheless. 2nd down play now. We'll call it 9. It's a long 9. 9:01 mark. Taylor and Foley behind Mitchell. Frederick in motion. That's Bailey to the right. This is Matthew Taylor coming our way and following his blocks out across the 30. And it's going to bring up 3rd down for the Redhounds. They marked the ball at about the 28. So it's going to be 3rd down now and about 4.
Quick stat on the night that's really good after last week's offensive struggles. By my calculations, Taylor and Foley have combined for 107 yards this week already, early in the 2nd quarter. There's Foley. Look out. He's gone.
15-10, 5. Touchdown,
Redhounds. Brady Foley on the run.
Nice
Covered
run.
28 yards.
So 13-0 now, Redhounds. Nice run right there.
That young man reached the end zone last week. I think he liked it. He's been running really hard tonight.
So Redhounds looking for the extra point. Saxon Okuma out with Josh Jewell to do the holding. There's a snap. Jewell's got it down, and Okuma.
Money!
He's money. And it's 14-0 Redhounds. So at the 8:04 mark of the 2nd quarter, Redhounds 14 and Cardinals nothing. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, now we're back. Roman Mitchell's got the ball on the tee. We're at the 8:04 mark, and it's 14-0 Redhounds after a 28-yard touchdown run by Brady Foley. Down at about the 9. Bringing it out and going down. West Tipton. Hunter Grubb on the tackle. Good coverage by the Redhounds, and they've got them pinned down there near the 15-yard line.
It's number 34, Chase McCorder, one of the halfbacks for South on the return. Well, this offense is starting to look more like Corbin football tonight.
Yeah.
We're just pounding and pounding away the running game, and it's doing good. And we had the touchdown pass earlier, which kind of surprised me that we went to the air. You?
Yeah. But I guess you've got, you have to keep them honest.
Yeah.
Whistle's blowing, timeout, South Laurel. So at the 7:55 mark, we'll take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back to action. Redhound football brought to you by Redhound Productions. 7:55 of the 2nd quarter, 14-0 Redhounds. 1st and 10, South Laurel.
And there's a little bit.
And out to the 25. That's Tyler Vaughn on the carry.
We was just talking about Jason saying we need to start blitzing and stuff. That's a little bit different defense we just showed there. Lined up, it looked like in like a 3-4 or something. Then we moved around, had 4 linemen, 4 linebackers. That's what you got to do with a young quarterback.
2nd and 3, ball on 25-yard line. We always talk about Tyler Vaughn. Of course, he was injured last week. We heard he wasn't playing. Then we heard he would play. He's not been in there much, but he is in there right now at the tailback position. There's the snap and the pitch to Vaughn. Halfback pass, and he's got too much under it. Well, it's a good thought, and he's got the strength to get it down there if he takes a little off of it.
Yeah, the kid started 3 games at quarterback this year for South, so he can throw the ball. 3rd and 3.
So 3rd and 3 play coming up. Let's see what they do. That's the thing about the South Laurel offense. They will make you play a long game because they're going to throw it all over.
Yeah.
And that clock will be stopping a lot. Vaughn stays in at the tailback position, and receiver left and right. Boggs goes under center for South, comes back, looking at. There's the blitz, and boy,
behind his receiver.
That didn't look good at all, did it?
No. I think he heard Wes Tipton coming and Matt Jewell. They both got back there in a hurry on him and had good pressure. That pass was intended for number 21, Jason Mitchell, and he was a lot closer to hitting our own
Hunter
Grubb over there.
Yeah, Hunter Grubb over there with a chance at it looked like. So brings up 4th down, 4th and 3, ball on the 25, and Josh Kopic and Matthew Taylor drop back into punt return.
Kopic's going back to.
Well,
he got a good run on it.
And Taylor fair catches it at about the 45, 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 there for the Redhounds. Well, I'll tell you what we've done also. We've taken this crowd out of the game. They brought their cowbells, they brought their shakers and everything, and they've not had much to cheer about.
It's been pretty tame over here.
.6:57 on the clock. Redhounds break the huddle and come to the line. Cody Boyd, number 65, the Redhound center, leading them up there. That's Roman Mitchell dropping back, looking, throwing, got his man, Josh Jewell.
Josh Jewell.
I tell you what, we have to say that Josh Jewell is absolutely playing some good football.
Yeah, he really is.
And he showed it again right there. And Josh, I'm going to be honest enough to say it. I wondered about him playing, starting. He's a sophomore, and he's, you look at him and you think, well, he's a little bit undersized maybe, but boy, he is a football player.
Yeah. I mean, you see him jump off the ground right there. He leaves his body open, makes the grab, and gain a couple extra yards afterwards.
So the game he had against Boyle County was just a great game. Matthew Taylor in motion. And again, they're going to throw. He's scrambling, he's throwing, and did he catch it? He got it.
Mitchell Frederick.
1st down, Redhounds out at the 25-yard line. Wow, nice play. Well, there you go. Roman, he's got it on right now. He's on.
Yeah.
And that was a nice play. He was under pressure. He's rolling, and he hits his man down there. So Redhounds move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 25. They're threatening to put another one in the end zone.
2 quick passes, gained 33 yards in 2 plays already.
Well, that's really got this South Laurel crowd subdued. Matthew Taylor and Kopic out here to the.
Redhound's going to have to burn one.
5:54 mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-0 Redhounds, and the Redhounds threatening. We'll take our break and be right back. All right, we're back to action. Jewell and Taylor split here to the left. Kopic out to the far side.
Matt Jewell in the backfield.
Yep, Matt Jewell back there behind Roman, and it's out to Taylor, and lowers his head, goes down to about the 21, 22-yard line. Where to be 2nd down. 2nd down, we'll call it 7 for the Redhounds. Redhounds threatening to, I guess you could say, blow it open here. I mean, 3 touchdowns with what we've seen out of the South Laurel offense and the way the Redhound defense is playing. 21 points is a big lead in this game.
We're really starting to flex our muscles being able to throw the ball we are right now because we know the running game's there.
Jewell split out to the right. 3 backs behind Mitchell. So he goes under center and leaves it with Taylor off that left side, and he's down to the 20. Where to be 3rd down coming up now.
Got about a yard.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 20. Jewell again goes out to the right. Number 2, Frederick is over here. And Foley and Taylor behind Mitchell. He's looking to throw. He's got Jewell out there. Complete. And inside the 10.
That was a nice catch.
And it's going to be 1st and goal, Redhounds. I tell you what, Josh Jewell is a threat.
Yeah, he is.
And I think the next component to his game that we'll see is he's going to start breaking some of these.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's young. He's a sophomore.
Yep.
And he's not very big, and he's out there making great catches. You know, the longer he's around, the stronger his legs are going to get. And if you can catch the ball like that, that's really the biggest part of being a playmaker.
1st and goal for the Redhounds on the 7-yard line. Foley. And he's going to be taken down hard out here by Tyler Vaughn. Redhounds looking to run their record to 3-1, and of course next week we travel to Hazard. Is that right?
That is correct. 3-0 Hazard team.
That's a dangerous game there.
Yeah, they're down in Williamsburg tonight. I don't think they'll have a hand. We'll run over their schedule some later, what they've done this year, but it's going to be a big game next week, and they probably are looking a little bit ahead to us.
Flag, delay of game. Wow. That seemed pretty quick, but it'll be a 5-yarder against the Redhounds.
Yep.
Back them up to the 12, where it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, normally you'd say, it's 14-0, 3-12 mark, and even if they go in and it's 21-0, a lot of times you're going to say there's still a lot of football to play. But, boy, I tell you, the Cardinals, given their season so far, I just don't feel that way.
Yeah, well, they've not really showed much offense either tonight. If they had moved the ball on us some, there's things they can work on at halftime, but it's hard to find any positives to work on when you've not really had anything going on.
Mitchell looking to throw. He's rolling, and he's throwing, and knocked down.
Dangerous pass.
He's trying to go for Kopic. Now, really,
should have ran that.
He should have ran that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Is he not confident enough to?
Well, watching the 8th grade game last night, Corey Taylor, the quarterback, I watched him make a play where he had plenty of room to run and threw like a 15-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah.
And you like that in a quarterback, unselfishness. But in this situation, there was 2 or 3 defenders back there in front of the guy he was trying to get the ball to.
His receivers were
Took
covered
the ball,
up.
Run. You don't want to take a hard hit. He had plenty of time to get to the sideline or even to the pylon.
So it brings up now 3rd and goal. Ball on the 12. Kopic in motion. Looks like there's some confusion with the Redhound
we're lucky we didn't get flagged right there.
And it's going to be timeout Redhounds.
Really fortunate they didn't get flagged right there. They were both in motion.
Did not look good. So the Redhounds take a timeout. And we'll take a break, Jason. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, at the 3:04 mark, the Redhounds back on the field after the timeout. It's 14-0. Redhounds are threatening, but they've got a 3rd and goal situation here from the 12-yard line. They had some confusion there on that as they was about to run this 3rd down play and took the timeout. Let's see what they come out with. Kopic and Frederick. Frederick in motion. Turns, pitches to Taylor. He's looking to throw. And he throws back across field to Roman. Mitchell drops the ball.
Are you kidding me?
My goodness. Roman Mitchell, nobody within yards and yards of him, and he drops the ball.
I don't really think we have to say anything about that, do we?
Wow. So, Redhounds will have to try and settle for a field goal.
Here comes Okuma. It's going to be a 28-yard attempt.
Snaps down, kicks up. But
missed it.
No good.
Money missed one.
Well, he had the leg.
Yeah. He looked good up here.
It did look good from here.
He must have just took
Well,
it.
the Redhounds let a golden opportunity go by the way, and at the 2:51 mark now, be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the 20-yard line. So, here's the South Laurel fan down here. And he's yelling, good job defense, but really Roman Mitchell is one he should be thanking. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, this is a golden opportunity for them.
And that's Tyler Vaughn, 25-30. Out 35-yard line, and he's brought down by Brady Foley.
20 yards on the game.
Well, they mark it at about 39, so it'll be 1st and 10 South Laurel. Well, that's the thing now. I mean, this game, I just made the comment, Josh, that, if we get 20, we get up 21, I just don't have the confidence to say there's a lot of football left, that they have that opportunity to come back. It's hard to gauge with Tyler Vaughn. If he can run like that all night, Redhounds are in a football game.
Yeah, he's got an extra gear, and you saw him come out of there really fast. And
there's a pass complete. It's number 84. I believe that's David Bird. The reason I know that, his mother works at my store up in London, my Kroger store. So
2 minutes left in the first half.
Brings up a 2nd and about 6. Ball on the 43-yard line. Boggs working out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Vaughn, and he's brought down
Nothing
quick.
there.
No place to go. West Tipton and number 56 for the Redhounds. That's Cody Hart on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down now and 6.
See South's kicker over here warming up. They bring a net. South always got a kicker. Big soccer school up there. They always have somebody that can kick, where we're not such as used to seeing it, having somebody like Okumi. I think he hit a 40-yarder last week, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe he did. Redhounds moving all over the place on defense. House is hit.
Hounds him.
But he gets it off. It's David Bird on the reception, and he's down to the 40 or 39-yard line.
Josh Coppick delivered a hit, and I believe he thought he'd knocked the ball loose. And when he came back down to the ground, Bird was running upfield.
Yeah, and he's just a sophomore.
Yeah. He's got good hands.
Well, he's a good athlete.
Yeah, they pounded the quarterback on the play. And
now the Cardinals are trying to mount a threat here in the last couple minutes of the half, but they're going to have to hurry. We're at the 1-minute mark.
Quarterback
Boggs throws it. Hits him. And down near the 15-yard line, who's that? Number 85 for South?
Got number 85 is Sam Holland.
So they're down with
And Sam Holland's a freshman.
1st and 10, ball on the 14-yard line, and the Cardinals will take a timeout. So with 47 seconds left, Cardinals are mounting a threat. Let's take a break, and we'll be back. All right, we're back to action. Well, they've got their fans woke up now. First time we've heard that cheer, and it sounds familiar. I've heard it a few times. At the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 now. Boggs out of the shotgun, drops back, and he's firing, and ooh, boy, bodies flying everywhere.
No flags. They all went at the ball.
Yeah.
That's the thing there. When you got a bunch of airborne guys, you're going to have
one of the Redhounds a little slow to get up. Boy,
Is that Frederick?
That's Frederick. Man, he went twirling. And too bad we don't have instant replay, but you saw it. You can back it up on your DVD player and look at that again. Boy, he went tumbling through the air. 2nd down, 10. 43 seconds on the clock. That's the thing about this pass defense, or excuse me, the pass offense too. Boy, it's buying them time.
Yeah, you keep throwing the ball. You don't rely on the run at all.
Yeah.
The run's the option to throw the defense off. They just keep throwing the ball here, burning 3 and 4 seconds of play. Ain't nothing.
2nd down and 10. Ball on the 14. Well, the Redhounds have called a timeout. We may have a football game here after all.
Yeah, this is real dangerous territory going in here because South gets the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah.
And that you don't want to get – we leave points on the board. We left 7 on the board, no doubt, down here. And we've let them march down the field in about a minute.
Yep.
And they're looking at going to the end zone from 13 yards out, which looks very possible right now because they're throwing the ball all over us.
You know, I think all of our predictions were for a high-scoring game. I thought that we'd be running over them, and I thought that they would have some points on the board as we're about to head to the locker room at half. And they may before it's over with. He throws in. Drop by Vaughn.
Yeah, he threw that. He overthrew his receiver there, Tyler Vaughn. He put it up too high, and it was a bullet. If he'd caught that, it would have been shades of Randall Cobb against Louisville a couple weeks ago.
Brings up 3rd and 10 now, ball on the 14.
Did you see that, Jason?
Down to 38 seconds.
Never touched his other hand. And these fans are awake.
Yeah, they've woke up. They see some glimmer of light out there at the end of the tunnel. Big 3rd down play here. Boggs looking, throwing. He's got a man.
Overthrew him.
Just overthrew him, just barely over him. I mean, he had him down there. He just a little too much on it. So a good scoring opportunity goes, opportunity for a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I expect South to kick field goal here.
Or I wouldn't be surprised to see a fake.
Is that number 9? Cameron Norman. Redhounds bring it.
Blocked it.
Block kick. That's a live ball. Coppett gets on it for the Redhounds right at the 20-yard line.
Who got it over there? Did you pick the number up?
Looks like Matthew Taylor.
Well, they came off that corner fast.
Yeah.
And the Redhounds snuffed.
Who got to that one,
out.
Mark? Matthew Taylor, yeah.
Matthew Taylor, number 26. Redhounds snuff out the scoring opportunity for South Laurel. So Redhounds take over with 25 seconds left on the clock, and it's 14-0.
Yeah, that totally changes what it could have been.
Yeah.
As long as we protect the
they
ball
had an excellent
here.
opportunity to score. And, you know, second half action, I mean, Redhound's going to have to respect this offense.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to put some more points on the board. You cannot feel secure 14-0 right now.
No.
There's a lot of time left in this ball game.
Taylor in motion. He's going to pass. He's getting pressure and throws it away.
He was outside the pocket. The fans are here wanting ground him.
He's outside the box.
Plenty far enough.
And he threw it in the direction. He threw it in the direction of receivers, and they were covered up. I say that's a good play by the quarterback.
I'd like to see him run it every now and then.
Yeah, he could have tucked it and run. He could have done that.
But, you know, we're at the point where you've only got a couple quarterbacks on your roster. You don't want to risk an injury.
I don't know. Do you think he's been told not to run?
He may have been.
I mean, he might have. I don't know.
Sure looks like he's not going to anytime soon.
I've been listening to a lot of talk on ESPN radio about Sanchez, and he's under orders not to throw the ball downfield, and it cost them a game. The ball's on the ground. It's still on the ground. The play was whistled dead.
Yeah, the play was whistled dead. The ball did come out a second time over here, but
that was Tyler Vaughn. And clock expired, and we've got a Redhound down. Who is it?
It's Brady Foley.
Number 19. So that is the end of the first half of play with the score of 14-0. Corbin over South Law. And just quick, Josh, what's your impression?
This could get, I don't think it's going to get as ugly as the scores predicted, but mentally, Brady may have taken a hit in the bottom of that because Brady was the one who went down the ball. I look for this to be a ferocious second half, but
yeah, I agree. I think that it's going to be
it could get dirty. Corbin's running game though looks great, and the defense looks pretty good.
I believe it'll be a knockdown drag out second half. I'm surprised, as I think all of us are, that made our predictions by the score, but A lot of football to play. So 14-0 at the half. This is Redhound football brought to you by Redhound Productions, and we'll be back with second half action in a moment. Back to action. This is Redhound football brought to you by Redhound Productions. And we're about to kick off the second half of play here. Redhounds up 14-0. And they kick to the Cardinals. And Mitchell kicks it. Going to be fielded at the 16, 17-yard line. And Hunter Grubb on the tackle out here at about the 25, 26-yard line. That's where the Cardinals go to work, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I see it.
You see that?
That's a big old boy.
Number 74. Who I'm looking at out there, that's John Hampton, excuse me. Oh, buddy of ours, that's his son out there for South Laurel, but we're back to action. Watch out after the 30-35 and near first down yardage there for the Cardinals. And that was number 11.
Joe Boggs.
That was the quarterback, Joe Boggs. So,
Frederick gave him a good lick right there at the 32.
They didn't give him first down, but boy, he's close. That's about as close as you can get without having it. If he has to catch the 37, he's just inches away. Well, South Laurel was mounting a drive there as we ended the first half of play, and then they ended up having to try a field goal. And the Redhounds' Matthew Taylor blocked that field goal attempt, and this pass just falls harmlessly to the ground. Brings up third down play now.
Well, we got some stats from the first half. Roman Mitchell was 5 for 8, 85 yards, touchdown and a pick. We don't have anything from South, of course. We just keep up the Corbin over here. Taylor had 62 yards rushing, and Brady Foley had 79 yards rushing and a touchdown.
Wow. So a good half of football for the Redhounds offensively. But just 14 points on the board. I thought we'd have more than that.
Yeah.
Third down play goes for the first down. That's Tyler Vaughn out across the 45. And
12 yards.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
And that is one stat I've got. That's his 40. He's got 44 yards on the night. Vaughn does. Where they're spreading the ball out so much, he's not on the field a whole lot tonight. But when he is, they seem to hand him that draw play, and he's basically getting the yardage he wants every time.
So, ball resting at the 40, just beyond the 46. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. 10:43 mark. We're just underway, second half of action. Redhounds up 14-0. There's a snap. It's Vaughn, and he's down as he mishandles the snap. And they'll lose yardage back to the 42-yard line. I don't know. Am I wrong in thinking that the Cardinals try a lot of stuff not out of the fact that it works, but out of the necessity of trying to get something to work?
Yeah, they're really looking for their offensive swagger. You're coming off a game where the quarterback threw for 328 yards, and they had 28 points at halftime last week against a pretty stout Clay County team from what we hear.
There's the rush, and somehow he gets away.
Boggs is free.
And he's after the 50, still on his feet across the 45 to the 44.
It's going to be close to the first down.
And, boy, they brought the heat. Matthew Jewell, I know, is one of them coming after him.
Mm-hmm.
And he just overshot him a bit. And that's one thing that quarterback does have that advantage when he's standing back there. He's standing still, and you're flying. I mean, he's basically standing still. And if he moves a little bit, Well,
that's the difference in him and Roman, too. I don't know how good Roman's feet are, how quick he is. But this quarterback's not afraid to run it, and that's a big gain right there. He gained about 15 yards on a 2nd and long, and they're set up with 3rd and less than a yard now. So that's a big play by the quarterback.
Yeah, ball on the 44. 3rd down. And he'll just go behind his center, and he's got the first down. So the Cardinals trying to mount a drive again, as they did at the end of the first half. And I think we're really Are we all surprised that it's just 14-0 at the 8:57 mark?
I'm not even going to mention what we predicted earlier, our scores, but I don't think anybody was expecting this. I mean, we're under 9 minutes in the third quarter, 14 points total on the board. Yeah, really low-scoring game from what everybody expected.
1st and 10 play, ball at the 43-yard line for the Cardinals. South fans trying to get back into it, shaking a few cowbells. Boggs throwing and incomplete behind his receiver. That's the second time that I can remember seeing that pretty much same thing happen, where that he had a receiver cutting across and he threw it.
Well, that was the same receiver that he did that to early, yeah. Earlier he threw it, and we said that he threw it more towards Hunter Grubb than he did his receiver. That was 21 Jason Mitchell left there.
I've seen David Bird go back in for the Cardinals, number 84.
We've talked about this is the quarterback's second start. That might just be a timing thing, He's not been running at quarterback all year. You got to get timing down with your receivers to know their speed and where you need to put the ball for them.
2nd down and 10. Illegal procedure.
Big number 55 for the Cardinals jumped off sides a little early. Brandon Lee. He's a senior. 6'4", 265. They've got that size almost all the way across their line.
They've got big bodies on that line.
And that's really what makes them such a weapon with this passing game.
Yeah. What I was going to say is you have to think, if you have that kind of beef, why can't you run the ball?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to run the ball? 2nd and 15 here. And he's looking, and he gets rid of it.
Going deep.
He's got him. It's behind him. Did he see that ball?
I don't think he ever saw the ball. He looked back when he hit the ground.
Maybe a little too much error under that one. He gets rid of the ball quick. We was talking about, Roman perhaps not getting rid of the ball quick enough. But this kid, he steps back there and he decides what he's going to do, and he gets it out of his hands.
Yeah, he finds his guy and makes sure he's not going down.
So 3rd down play now, 3rd and 15, ball on the 48-yard line. Big 3rd down play here for the Redhounds. And
a lot of pressure.
There's a pass, incomplete.
No flag. South fans will have pass interference there. We'll bump, but the ball was there, and
I don't think that was catchable, do you?
No, it was another high pass, and when the ball was in the range of being able to be caught, if it was able to be caught, that's when the contact was made. So.
The Cardinal fans are disgruntled, and I can understand their frustration. But it's going to bring up a 4th and 15 now, and the ball's on the 48-yard line. So they're in punt formation. Let's see what they do. And they do punt it. And Foley's signaling for the fair catch. And he drops it! Oh!
He got it back.
He got it back.
He got it back. The South guy dove on it, and it shot out, and he got the ball.
Ooh, boy, did we just dodge a bullet.
And these fans are going to be upset, but as soon as the South guy dove down, the ball shot out, and Foley was able to get back on the ball. So that's a big break for the Redhounds.
Yeah. That would have been bad news for the Redhounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Redhounds, but they the bad news is they're down inside their 10, all the way back near the 5-yard line.
That's huge.
Yeah.
You give them the ball at the 6-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brady is pretty sure-handed, and that is very uncharacteristic of him. You don't see him do that, but it happens occasionally. Mitchell hands off, and that's Matthew Taylor, I believe, powering his way out near the 10-yard line. So this is a real we've got us a football game here. I mean, the Cardinals are always just one play away from scoring, it seems like, and Redhounds just up 14-0.
Yeah, if I'm a South Laurel coach, this is exactly where I want the game to be at this point.
Well, I'm happy with it, yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely happy with it. Oh, that'll be an offsides
It should be on
against South Laurel, as they got a little anxious out there.
Yeah, it was. That's the same guy that jumped earlier on offense for them.
So that moves the ball 5 yards, and it'll bring up second down and about 2 now instead of 2nd and 7. Snap. Trying to pick his way through there. Was that Foley?
Looked like Brady Foley on the carry.
And he gets a few tough yards.
They're giving about 3 yards right there for the first down.
Snap, and he goes out across the 20, near the 25. Be second down coming up for the Redhounds. That was Matthew Taylor. Be about 2nd and 5?
Yeah. You can see Taylor's frustrated. He looks like he's running a little different than usual. He's almost like he's submarining in there. He's super low.
Yeah.
Jason's over here telling us that, he's running real low. And the thing is, you want to stay low, but the thing is, as soon as you get tripped up, you're going to lose your balance a lot easier like that. And that's why he's just getting the short gains right now.
2nd and 5, Redhounds.
Power I formation.
And the Redhounds fumble, and they may have lost it, and they did. South Laurel with the ball now as the Redhounds turn it over, and that's frustrating. That's frustrating. So.
Yeah, I see Brady down there very frustrated. Maybe they let a linebacker through and got a lick on him that he didn't see coming, but you got to hold the ball. You're the halfback. That's your job.
See, 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals, and they're in excellent field position here. Big scoring opportunity now for the Cardinals. Boggs goes under center, and the handoff, and the ball's loose again.
Lost the ball. They're saying he was down.
But he may have been down.
I think I agree with the ref. I think he was down.
It'll bring up 2nd down for the Cardinals.
Very sloppy start to the second half for both teams.
Yeah. Well, you have to hold on to that ball. I mean, ball security, it's always paramount, but you're in a 14-0 ball game with your arch rival, and you have to take care of the ball. And likewise, South Laurel, you're trying to get something on the board. You've got to hold on to that football. That's Vaughn trying to catch the corner, and he just won't be able to do it. As the Redhounds are all over him, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long now for the Cardinals. So 3rd and 8 now for the for the Cardinals. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 19-yard line. Sometimes I will look at the chains, and sometimes I'll just look at the scoreboard. And that time I looked at the scoreboard, they hadn't changed it yet. But it's 3rd and 5, ball on the 19 now, and big play for both teams right here.
Ball's going to pass. It's picked.
Intercepted, Josh Kopic. What a play.
Wow, he caught the ball initially, lost it to the receiver, and took the ball back.
What a play. Josh Kopic.
Wow.
I mean, he fought for that ball, and that was big.
Yeah, that was a huge play.
So, Josh Kopic takes it away from the South Laurel receiver, and now it's 1st and 10 Redhounds.
We're begging for a break down there. Maybe they just want some offense. That'd probably make them feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
It is frustrating, though.
Yeah, it'd be frustrating.
And we've been through the times like this at Corbin,
Yeah.
Sometimes things just don't go your way.
Yep. You just have to keep plugging away, don't you?
Yep.
Matthew Taylor Now this time he cuts back inside and he gets some good yardage out to the 30. And he'll be close to the first down. Well, I thought he was going to break that one.
I did too. He found some running room.
Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Redhounds. .352, clock continues to run. Josh Jewell out here to the near side. There's a snap.
Brady
Foley. Few hard yards. And it should be good for the first down. So the chains move. Redhounds pick up first down. And it'll be 1st and 10 Corbin. Definitely not the kind of game we expected. But one thing about it, we've not seen the offensive explosions that we thought we would, but this game is a far cry from last week's game.
Yeah.
Much better game. Handoff, Matthew Taylor tries the right side there. It's still on his feet and gets out near the 40.
Jason was looking at my stats here, shaking his head a little bit. We had between Foley and Taylor in the first half 141 yards rushing. It's just been tough going this third quarter right here. We're looking at 30 yards combined by the guys right now. We've not even crossed the 50-yard line in the third quarter, and there's only 2:45 left.
Yeah. Things have sort of bogged down, haven't they?
You could say that the offense is bogged up or South's defense has stepped up.
There's the handoff, and
Foley, look out.
Just a couple hard yards.
That's a really late whistle by the refs. They talk so much about safety these days. He was stood up by 3 guys and didn't blow the whistle until he'd been pushed back another 4 yards, another hat coming in and hitting him.
Yeah, I agree.
That's poor officiating.
I agree. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 for the Redhounds. We are closing in on the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. 14-0 Redhounds. Josh Jewell splits out to the right. That's Foley and Taylor. And is that Jewell? No, Frederick in the backfield. And this is Taylor breaking out to about the 50. And good for another Redhound first down. Redhounds methodically moving the ball downfield.
Methodically.
They're doing what they need to do. It's not exciting. It's not entertaining.
No.
But, they are moving the ball.
Yeah, they're getting the job done right now, keeping the South offense off the field, burning up the clock, and moving toward our own end zone.
Minute 30 on the clock here in the third quarter. And that's Taylor stood up at the line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Second down play. We're about to hit the 1-minute mark now. Mitchell bringing the play in from the sideline. And the Redhounds move to the line.
Jewell to the near side. Kopic over the far side receiver. Matthew Taylor also split out this direction.
He's looking to pass, and he's going down. Big sack. I don't think he even seen him.
He turned over here looking for Taylor on the screen, and
just no awareness.
58, John Welch came through and ate him up.
No awareness. And so big sack. They lose about 5.
As quick as he comes through, I wasn't really watching him. I'm looking to see what we've got over here on our side, and he had to have been right up on the line.
Yeah.
As soon as the ball snapped, he was all in Roman's face. I mean, you got to find your defense and see what you've got. But, sometimes you got to play and you want it to be set in stone. This is going to work, but you got to read the defense and see if it's there.
Yeah. 7 seconds. They may get this one off. I don't think they're going to even try.
Nope.
So that'll be the end of the third quarter, and it's still 14-0 Redhounds. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action in a moment.
I guess Dutrip's not.
All right, back to action as the Redhounds come to the line. 3rd and 15, ball on the 46-yard line. And let's see what the Redhounds can do. This is Kopic to our near side. Foley flanks Mitchell out of the shotgun. There comes the blitz.
Big
He
pass.
throws it and intercepted at the 20, 30, 35, 40. Oh, what a block.
Big hit late on Cody Hart. He just spiked the ball over there and nobody's paying attention. The refs aren't even looking. That was a huge hit on Cody Hart.
Yeah, that was a
That was number 21, Jason Mitchell. That's his second pick in the game.
Laurel County player, South Laurel player down. South Laurel player down over there. And I'm looking and I see a trainer, and I noticed her down here earlier. She's got one arm in a sling. I don't know how much help she's going to be. But there is an injured player on the field for the Cardinals.
Plays like that, you got the interception return. Them are real fast-moving plays.
Yep.
You've got people going fast from both directions. And
So big play defensively by South Laurel. And let's see what they do now.
yeah, if I'm South Laurel, this is a have-to situation now.
Who made the hit on that?
That was Vaughn. Tyler Vaughn laid the hit on Big 56, Cody Hart for the Redhounds. It was clean. He took him off his feet. Who's the injured player here? We'll get that number here in a minute. Nope, maybe not. He lays down. Can't see him now.
All right, 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals, and Redhound's going to have to tighten up. There's the handoff, and nothing doing.
Nothing. Ate him up the
Big
backfield.
stop by the Redhounds.
And Cody Harp on the tackle there for the Redhounds, so he's all right after that big hit was laid on.
Yeah.
He decided to lay one on one of them.
You know, you see a guy get hit like that, you think, ooh, that makes you look bad. But, you know, what makes you look good is you pop right back up and you come out the next play and make a big play.
Yeah.
And
Well, no matter how tough you are, what kind of player you are, every now and then you're going to get hit like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's going to happen.
sometimes that guy's going to have the angle that you're not expecting him, and he's just going to take you off your feet.
2nd down play, 2nd and 12 for the Cardinals from the
Hunter
Redhound
Grubbin.
49.
Wes Tipton on the coverage to the near
Here
side.
comes Matt Jewell. The pass complete.
Minimal yards. You got about 2 yards.
Yeah, he got maybe 3.
Yeah,
He picks up about 3 because he was at 2nd and 12, so it's 3rd and 9 now.
but them are the type of plays against this South Laurel offense you can afford to give up. You can afford to give up the 3-yard pass play because that's not
Right.
going to hurt you in 2nd and long.
Just don't get burnt
Yep.
on that long one. Third down play, 3rd and 9. He's looking, he's throwing. Oh, Josh Kopic with a
Kopic
nice
came in
defensive
there.
play. Boy, he almost could have snagged that one.
Brady was waiting on it to make the hit there right behind the receiver, and Kopic just came in and
He
made a
almost,
break on it.
he almost snatched that one out of there.
He gets that one. That's 6.
Yeah. So the Redhound D,
You expect to see South Laurel going for it here.
they
Boggs is
they
still in
put the
there.
clamps on them here on the first 3 downs. Big 4th down play now for the Redhound defense. I'm glad he brought me something.
I gave him money to bring me something. It's not even cold.
There's the snap. Pressure.
To the quarterback.
Intercepted.
Mitchell
At the
Frederick.
29. Mitchell Frederick. 40.
blockers.
45.
Matthew
50.
Taylor lays a block.
45.
Still on
On
his
his
feet.
feet all the way down to about the 35, 36-yard line of the Cardinals. Big play by the Redhound defense.
Well, that's a huge play
So
right
that
there.
is-
That's a killer for South there.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a backbreaker right there.
even if you didn't get it, even if you didn't get the first down right there, you gave up 20 yards the other direction for this Redhound offense who they've showed they can run the ball. We've just not been able to come through on the 3rd down play yet this half.
Well, we're at the 10, almost at the 10-minute mark here of the 4th quarter now, And if the Redhounds could punch one in, I have to think that Matthew Taylor, and nothing much there. Bring up second down play.
South Laurel crowd's still very into this game.
Oh yeah, well they're only down 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 10, ball on the 36. Foley.
Nothing
Just
there.
nothing much.
You'll give him about 2 yards.
Bring up 3rd down play now for the Redhounds. 3rd and long, 3rd and about 8. 9-11, clock continues to run. Jewell back in. He's split out to the far side. Dropping back. He's looking for Jewell, and he overthrowed everybody.
That's going to happen with a young line,
Young lineman. Yep. That's the thing, that we have to remember is that we've got a young offensive line out there.
And that could be some of
the rushing problem.
Some of the problem with Roman Mitchell back there. He's got a real young line in front of him, and you've got to feel safe and certain with everything around you. So, I would imagine he's a little more shaken in the pocket, just walking on the field behind him.
We're going to see some trickery here.
I hope so.
Oh, it's over his head, Matthew Taylor. And
get it away.
He kicks.
Wow. Good punt.
Yes, it is. They stopped.
Killed it.
They killed it.
1 yard line.
Wow.
That might not even be the one. That is just outside the goal line.
Frederick and Matthew Jewell down there. I don't know which one got it, but what a heads-up play by Matthew Taylor. The ball on the snap went sailing over his head. I sort of wonder if they had something going on there. But
Dad was saying, look for some trickery. Taylor has that option to run that punt every time. The bad snap.
He can throw it.
Picks it up. Yeah, he can throw the ball, too. He picks it up, though. That's a beautiful punt.
Didn't he throw one out of the punt formation for a touchdown that got called back last week? Against North Laurel.
He actually has a completion on the year.
Yeah.
From the punting formation.
1st and 10. Ball on the 1 yard line out of his end zone. Boggs throwing. Intercept off. That's Matthew Taylor. 15, 10, 5 yard line.
Ooh, he knocked his helmet off.
The helmet goes rolling. And the Redhounds are in business now inside the 5.
And he just ran the way I've seen Brady Folin run the whole way with that ball. He just tucked down and trucked over him into the 5. In at quarterback now for the Redhounds, number 9, Ty Cobb. Not seen him since the Bull County game.
So Cobb go under center. 1st and 5 on the 5. Or excuse me, 1st and goal on the 5. Frederick in motion. Handoff goes to Matthew Taylor. Off left side. Gets a couple. Be 2nd down.
The ball doesn't break the plane.
No. Yeah, on the punt.
Well, Ty Cobb is a former South Laurel player. We've got another former South Laurel Cardinal up here sitting here with Coach Payne, helping him spot the ball. Cody Deaton, who is injured and is out for the season. That's Kopic and Frederick down here to the right. Josh Jewell way out there by himself at the left. Taylor goes in motion. Snap. Oh, ball's on the ground. Cobb picks it up, but he won't get much.
He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So he shows a little rust, I think, on that play. Because it didn't look like there was anything wrong with that snap. So brings up 3rd and goal. Ball's on the 3-yard line. Wow, this would be a huge stop for the Cardinal defense. But the thing now, you're down to the 7-minute mark, and they've not been able to do anything. They've got a goose egg on the board.
Well, I'm telling you what, I'm super impressed with the Cardinal defense in the second half. We've had 3 picks in the second half and not capitalized.
Yeah.
So you really got to give their defense. They've stepped up and played the second half.
Yeah, absolutely they have. Well, this is Josh Jewell down here to the near side now. And Cobb's still in there at quarterback, and he pitches. And, oh!
He just grabbed the pitch.
That is Tyler Vaughn coming up with it. Well, I've seen a lot of rust on that play. And now the Cardinals have the ball. So not a... yeah, a lot of rust.
It was almost like Cobb really just...
slow motion.
Yeah, he just turned around and pitched it as if he knew who was going to be there and never anticipated Vaughn coming through there and catching a pitch. That's like video game-esque to me. You don't see that very often, somebody else catching the pitch.
Another excellent scoring opportunity goes by the way for the Redhounds. And South Laurel back on defense. Or excuse me, back on offense now with the ball at their own 11-yard line.
Hunter grabbed our closest side. Frederick back here at safety.
There's the pass.
And Grubb takes him out immediately. Laying a big hit. He's real slow to get up.
These young Redhounds showing a lot of emotion there, and I like that.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
That was a big hit. I mean, he dropped him.
You got to be excited, and you want your teammates. That's something that keeps teams together. And
yep.
14-0 game, not really going the way we would like it to be going right now, and I'm sure that's not what the players expected either, as many opportunities as they have, but it's good to see them really playing strong still on defense.
Yeah. Well, the effort's been there, no doubt. The Redhounds are giving the effort. Things just haven't gone our way a whole lot. There's the snap, and pressure coming, and he's going down. Is he in the end zone? Boy, he's right there. Number 56.
Cody Hart.
Cody Hart for the Redhounds.
Takes him down at the right in front of the goal line. That's only something we could really see with ESPN Instant Replay to see if that ball stayed out of the end zone.
That's a big loss, and not only big yardage, but, boy, pinning them right on the goal line.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals continue to live dangerously. And the Redhound defense playing with a lot of enthusiasm. 3rd and 20. Ball on the 1, we'll call it. Redhound defense.
Matt Jewell's
going again. And they complete this one. Grubb is Johnny on the spot, though, out there. And that's made. Well, I was afraid we might have seen a flag there. I was afraid we might have had a late hit by the Redhounds, but evidently not.
There was some pushing and shoving from both sides.
So brings up 4th down, and they still have 11 to go as we roll under the 5-minute mark now. And starting to look like the Redhounds are going to win this football game simply because the Cardinals are running out of time.
Yeah, you got to expect pass here on 4th and long, and that's what the Cardinals live and die by, the pass.
4th and 11.
Redhounds blitzing hard.
Ball's on the ground.
Fumbled. It was a draw play. Either way, the Redhounds are going to take over here on downs.
So the Redhounds now in excellent field position once again. I mean, I'm saying excellent field position. I mean, my goodness, we're down there inside the 10-yard line. We need to put this
We just had it at the 6-yard line last time.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to get these points.
I mean, I feel this game's out of reach the way the game's going. There's under 5 minutes, but you do score a touchdown here or a field goal, that's nail in the coffin.
Some of the South Laurel fans feel the same way as I see a few that are starting to head for their car.
Yeah.
4:21. Well, it's been a battle royale here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a great game. No scoring in the second half at all.
But there's been a lot of action. Timeout Redhounds. Cobb is back in at quarterback. Let's take the timeout with them. We'll be back. It's 14-0 Redhounds at 4:21 mark. This is Redhound Football brought to you by Redhound Productions. All right, we're back to action. Redhounds with the ball, 1st and goal at the 9. Ty Cobb under center, turns, pitches. That looked better.
Brady Foley.
As he pitches it to Foley, and Foley.
Still not a lot there.
No.
They've really shut down a running game this second half.
They really have. They made great adjustments, I guess, at halftime. And
we got a Cardinal player injured on the play.
Virtually shut it down. Well, I have to wonder if they had a healthy Tyler Vaughn, how this game might have played out. He has not been much of a factor. Although what little he has played, I mean, he's
made some plays.
Made some plays. So, if he's completely healthy, I just have to wonder. He has 7 rushes for 44 yards. Had a 19-yarder for his long.
And he had that fumble.
And he
pick, whatever you want to call it. He took the pitch of Ty Cobb here just a few moments ago and got the ball for the Cardinals.
So, it makes you wonder. Well, let's take the break with them here real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back to action. Ty Cobb under center, 2nd and goal from the 9. And they'll try pitch right. Matthew Taylor, and it won't go for nothing either. So it's getting pretty bland, these plays. We go left, we go right, we go up the middle, and we get a yard or two. And that time we even lost a yard. They're going to be spotted at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 10.
Matthew Taylor has had the majority of the little offense we've had in the second half. I've got him at about 34 yards rushing this half, sitting right under 100 for the game.
I'm going to say again, just like Coach Payne, reminded me, I sort of lost focus on the fact we've got a young line out there.
Yeah.
But you've got to be a little more creative, I think.
Well, it seems like we're trying the same thing over and over, just trying to get outside the tackles, and it's not worked.
Delay a game on the Redhounds. Back them up 5 more yards, and now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 15.
If I'm Coach Jewell right here, I'm going to try the same thing. I'm going to run it. Don't put it in there. Don't risk the pick or anything like that. Just go to your bread and butter and come out and try another field goal and let this clock go. If that ball hits the ground, it could turn into 6 real fast for South Laurel. And, it is 14-0, but the thing is, if they score, they're going to do that onside kick, and that's always a very scary situation.
Here we go, 3rd down. And goal from the 15. Cobb, he's going to throw this time. He's got a man. He's got Josh Copic. Touchdown, Redhounds.
Josh Copic finds the end zone from 15 out. Ty Cobb.
Nice play by the Redhounds. And it's 20-0. Redhounds now at the 307 mark. And that will send the South Laurel fans heading for the cars, no doubt. Kick is down and good by Okuma.
Money!
And it's 21-0 Redhounds at the 307 mark. Let's take a break and we'll be back with the kick.
Number 12, Roman Mitchell on to kick off for the Redhounds.
So it's 21-0 Redhounds at the 307 mark. The kick down to the 15. And swarmed under. A lot of hard hitting out there. Looked like a late hit out there on, well, it's Ben Gosser, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks
34.
Yeah.
Got hit in the back, knocked down. But it's beside the point. The Redhounds lead 21-0. Cardinals back on the offense. Well, I'll say this, the offense, to me, I would say our offense sputtered. We hit on some, we missed on a lot. But the defense, to shut this team out, I'm impressed with that.
I want to point out to you all that I called it before the game that our defense was going to stand up tonight.
Ball is snapped over his head, all the way back at the 5-yard line now is where they'll be.
But we was talking before the game. Everybody thought it would be a shootout. And the pressure mounted. You know, it's a big game, young quarterback out there, and you look, he makes a few different throws. South Laurel's in this game still. He threw behind a couple of receivers, overthrew a guy in the end zone down here. Was a touchdown, no doubt, if he hits his man.
2:28 clock running. Redhounds on defense here. 2nd and 21. Ball on the 9-yard line. I thought he was back at the 5. And
Tyler Vaughn
taken down hard by number 33 for the Redhounds. That is Saxon O'Kibble. So it'll bring up 3rd down for the Cardinals. So the South Laurel is going to drop to 0-5. Redhounds are going to improve to 3-1. Redhounds will have to, I think, you know, of course, I'm just going based on what scores I've saw, but I think the Redhounds are going to have to step up their game next week on the road at Hazard, especially offensively. We're going to have more than 21 points, I think, to play with Hazard. Vaughn, big run right there, but he's still short of the first down, I believe, out near the 29.
Yeah, Corbin's going to have to put up some points next week. I got the Hazard schedule right here. They beat Leslie County 51-7 this year. Letcher County Central, very good program over there, tough program, 48-34 over them, and put up 54 on Paris in a 54-13 victory. They're at Williamsburg tonight, as I mentioned earlier, but they do have offense over there, and they like to run and throw the ball.
So we're under a minute now, 21-0, Redhounds. And whistle, flag. Going against the Redhounds. Offsides, encroachment, whatever you want to call it.
5 yards against us.
It's 5 yards against the Redhounds. So 46 seconds on the clock. And this one's going to be a Redhound victory. Well, Josh, we can go ahead and wrap it up. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the South Laurel coaches have already left the box up here. They've called it a game, so this one's good and over. Clock's running under 40 now. Good win for the Redhounds. What the biggest thing I got out of this game is when the pressure's put on the defense, they can step up to the challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Defense played great. Offense looked good the first couple series. And then from there on out, it was a bit stagnant.
Yeah.
But they put 21 on the board, and they shut out the Cardinals. So, you know, it's your biggest rivalry game. Like you said, good win for the Redhounds. So Redhounds 21-0 victors here tonight over the Cardinals from South Laurel. And
get a carry.
That'll do it. The Redhounds moved to 3-1 on the season. The Cardinals dropped to 0-5. And I believe that's the 4th win in a row for the Redhounds in this series. So the Redhounds have righted the ship concerning these Laurel County teams and have sort of put South Laurel back in their place. And we're glad to see that.
Yep.
So we'll call it a wrap for tonight. Next week we'll be in Hazard. For Jason Snell, our cameraman, for Josh, I'm Randy McCard. And that's it for this game of Redhound football. This has been Redhound Football and Redhound Productions.